Hi, and welcome to World Peace Tarot Thursdays. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Shannon, and here we do tarot readings every Thursday. If you like tarot, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video on Thursday or any bonus reading. Speaking of bonus readings, if you have a question or a topic you would like me to go over in a bonus reading, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment down below with your question or suggestion for a topic, and I will honor that for you. Today we're going to be doing a zodiac reading in the sign of Sagittarius. So if you are a sun, moon, rising, or Venus Sagittarius, then this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look into your past, present, and future to give you a prediction for the month of March. But keep in mind, Sagittarius, that time is just an illusion. So whenever you see this reading is when you were meant to view it. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so I could be picking up on your energy or family member, lover, friend, coworker, basically anyone who's in your space or in your energy I could be picking up on. So keep that in mind as we get into the reading. All right, let's get right into it. Right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your energy right now. We got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, so you may be really emotionally upset about something right now. Something could be bothering you emotionally. Like this feeling of not having control of your feelings or your emotions. What's on your mind is the Ace of Pentacles. So you could be thinking about a new financial opportunity. Perhaps we're thinking about a new job or filling out job applications, or perhaps you're just thinking about a purchase, a new purchase. On your subconscious mind, we got the Death card, which represents things coming to an end, right? Things that you have to let go of, something, everything in this universe has an expiration date, right? So you could be dealing with the death of a family member, and that's weighing heavy on your subconscious right now. Like it's not what you're thinking about, but it's in the back of your mind, influencing you subconsciously, or it could just be that a cycle in your life has ended, right? You left an old house behind. Perhaps you left a relationship behind. You're no longer friends with someone, or you're not in a relationship anymore. All right, in your recent past, we have the Devil in the reverse. So here in the recent past, it looks like you overcame something that was no longer serving you. So maybe that's this ending that is on your subconscious mind, right? You had to let go of a person, place, or thing which was no longer serving you. And that happened recently, right? And perhaps that's why you're feeling a little cut off emotionally, a little upset right now, that you had to let something go because you knew it was for your greater good, right? The Devil's in the reverse, right? We let go of it. You overcame this situation for your greater good. But even when we let go of something that's not good for us or something of that nature, we're sad initially. We miss that thing. We get used to having that thing or that person in our life, that job, right? We get used to it, right? And if it was a job, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why you're thinking about money. You're like, I let go of this job that was not serving me, and now I have to focus on how I'm going to make money again. I have to focus on filling applications. I have to think about stuff like that. All right. For your near future, we got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So still feeling a little upset, still feeling heartbroken about something. Maybe your emotions were really tied to this thing that you had to let go. It could have been anything. It could have been a pet. You know what I mean? Your pet passed away and you're just heartbroken, and you moved on past it, right? You let go of it. It's over. But you're still heartbroken because you loved that pet. You know what I mean? Or maybe you let go of a job and You know, the job was no good for you, but you loved your coworkers, and you're going to miss this certain coworker that you were really close with. Maybe you guys became best friends, you know, something like that. For your advice, we have the Five of Swords here, and I feel like that's the universe really saying, you know, walk away with what you still have, right? Take what you've learned and just walk away, right? If it's the actual death of somebody or a pet, you say, you know, walk away with the memories that you had and think fondly on the memories, right? If it's a job, same thing. You know what I mean? Those coworkers, think about the good times. Keep in touch with those people. Remember the skills you learned in that job and take them with you to your next jobs, you know? Outside influences here, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the most dependable knight, right? He's slow moving, but he or she is dependable. So maybe you have a promise. Maybe there's a person who is promising you opportunities somewhere else, but it's going to take a while, right? And you have to find a job in the meantime, right? Or if it's, you know, if it was the pet that passed away or something, it's going to take time for you to get over this in order to get a new pet or something. There's something that's going to take time, right? And this is an outside influence. So if you do plan on getting a new pet, it's like, it's going to take time. Like, I'm waiting for there to be puppies, and it's going to take time for a new litter to get born. Something of that nature. Like, an outside influence is definite. It's for sure. It's going to happen. You are going to get that job, or you are going to get that pet, or you are going to find a new relationship, but it's going to take time. Okay? And for your hopes and fears, we have the Sun in the reverse here. So it's like you hope to be happy. You hope to see the sunlight after this loss, right? This loss of something. It's really hard to see the sunlight, but you got to see the silver lining in the situation, right? It's like you're depressed and you're hoping to find that silver lining in the situation, right? Yeah, I really hated that job. I really, really hated that job, but I learned a lot there, and I learned how to work with people. I learned how to set up healthy boundaries with people, and I learned how to assert myself, right? Even if it's something hard or like something darker, like, oh, I overcame addiction, and it, you know, people I thought cared about me didn't, and now I'm heartbroken and I'm jobless and I have to start from the bottom. You see, you know, you're hoping to see the silver lining in it, and trust me, you will. Trust me, you will, but things like that just take time, right? You got to go through an incubation period of just feeling like crap, you know what I mean? So that you can come out the other side and be able to say, okay, well, I went through this traumatic situation, but out of this traumatic situation, I learned to make boundaries for myself. I learned how to love myself. I learned how to say no. I learned how to stand up for myself. Like, had I never went through this traumatic experience, I would have never learned. And if it's something like, you know, my loved one passed away or my pet passed away, it's like, well, now, you know, I've learned how to let go of something. Maybe this is the first person that's ever passed away that you've been so close to, and it's like you've made it through the darkest of days, like the deepest depression, and you know, you create memories and new relationships with people, and you learn how to grieve in a healthy way. You know what I mean? There's always something, you know, there's always a silver lining to something. You know, you may come to the understanding, like, it's just an example. You could, you know, I'm not saying this is your belief, but an example could be like, you're grieving so hard that you had to lose somebody to, you know, and, but then you realize, well, they're in a better place now, right? Or they reincarnated and now they have a second chance, not a second chance, but now they're reborn as a baby and have a full life ahead of them. Maybe I'll run into them in this lifetime again, maybe not, but they're okay now, right? There's always a positive to every negative. All right, and for the most likely outcome here, we have temperance, okay? You're going to learn to have patience with yourself. You're going to learn how to heal yourself. You're going to realize you're going to be able to heal, you know. In the near future, you're going to be able to heal and balance your emotions. Like, I can tell, like, your emotions are all out of whack right now. You lost something, or you had to let go of something, and it's just emotionally a lot, right? You're heartbroken over this situation. You're lacking self-love and self-care in this situation, but I see for you coming soon in the month of March, you're going to balance that out. You're going to see the sunlight once again, right? All right, let's get some clarification on these cards. Let's look to the Roots and Wings Oracle deck to get some clarification on this Queen of Cups and this Ace of Cups in the reverse here. We got Inner Vision, representing your North Node, which is stepping into your life's purpose, right? Realizing what you need to do to move forward, to evolve into your highest version here. You could be going through like a dark night of the soul, having to let go of a person, place, or thing. It's not easy, but it's pushing you onto your path here. And you're sad right now and you're heartbroken, but it's going, you know, it's going to open up your eyes to what you need to do. It's going to put you on the right path, right? No wrong turns, right? Everything has a purpose, and there are no wrong turns, right? Just opportunities to learn and grow. All right, let's get clarification. Let's get some more clarification on this Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups in the reverse. Six of Cups, the Tower. So you're really reminiscing on something that burnt to the ground, right? Something that just, it ended, kaput, it's over. It was snatched out of your life, right? Something that you're fond of, right? It could be a lifestyle that you had. Like I said, you could have been going out every night partying, and it's something that you've done since you were a kid, and now you're changing, and you're sad that you're changing, but it's put you on your life path, right? With the Six of Cups, it's also saying that it could be a soulmate that you had to let go of. It could have been a relationship where the person was not serving you, you know? They weren't helping you become your highest version. They were holding you back from following your North Node, from following your life's purpose. And I see that they left abruptly, right? It was like they were ripped out of your life, you know what I mean? Like maybe they just walked out and never came back, or maybe they had to go to prison and they had to just go, or their family moved and they are just gone, you know? The Tower represents moments where change is needed, and if you don't take the steps to make the change, the universe steps in and changes the circumstances for you. All right? But this heartbreak of letting go has to do with something you feel nostalgic about, right? Something that you feel emotional ties to. With the Six of Cups, it represents soulmates. It represents soul connections, hometowns. You know, so you could have been forced to move from your hometown to go somewhere new, to start over. All right. Spirit, let's take a look at this Devil card in the reverse for the recent past, Spirit. Four of Wands in the reverse. One more. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be a divorce, okay? This could be a divorce, splitting up the finances, a foundation being sold, something of that nature. If it's someone passing away, having to divide up what's left over between the siblings, right? You know, it could be an addiction that caused the divorce. And this addiction could be to anything, right? It could be to TV. It could be to going out too much. It could be to gambling, right? We can be addicted to many things, but it's caused a split up or a divorce. And if it's not that, it's just caused you to have to move. It's caused you to have to change your locations. It's cost you money. It's shaken up your foundation in a profound way. Which makes sense why you're thinking about money right now, right? You're thinking about money and where to invest. Why is the Death card here? The Hermit in the reverse and the World. Yeah. The Hermit in the reverse talks about repeating old patterns. And the World in the reverse is talking about a chapter not being closed out yet. So on your subconscious, you could be thinking about how something's over and done, but you can't ever go back to that house. But with the World in the reverse, there's still loose ends that need to be tied up, right? The relationship may be over, but you still might have to file papers. So it's, there's still things that need to be done. If somebody passed away, there's still arrangements that need to be had. And with the Hermit in the reverse, yeah, like I was saying, it speaks about revisiting the past, things you have learned from, repeating same mistakes almost. So in the back of your mind, you may be fearing that there's going to be some type of conflict by having not learned a lesson in some way. All right, let's get clarification on advice for my Sagittarius. Why is the Five of Swords here for advice, Spirit? We got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, just the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse speaks about knowing exactly what you have to do and being clear-headed. So with it clarifying the Five of Swords, like Spirit is saying that you have to divide things up. You have to put things in order. That you have to walk away from your dignity if it was a job, right? And to be clear-headed about it, right? Perhaps meditate on it. Perhaps make lists. Perhaps, pray about it. And then don't be afraid to take action, right? It's not like you have many choices, right? And Spirit just wants you to take action on what you know is important, because it's going to help you overcome this feeling of betrayal, right? You may be feeling betrayed by having to let go of what you're letting go of. Like if it is a divorce, you may feel betrayed by your spouse in some way. If it's a loss of a family member, you may feel betrayed by God from taking your loved one, right? If it's the loss of a job, you may feel betrayed by a coworker who snitched on you, or betrayed by your boss. You thought you guys were closer than that, something of that nature. But Spirit is saying that as long as you take action on the things you know are necessary in order to close out this chapter, you're going to be alleviated from this pain. All right, and for your external influences, we got the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit. Why is this Knight of Pentacles here for external influences? We got the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse. So quite literally, there's someone who just doesn't care about moving on, or doesn't care about having a breakthrough, right? Or you breaking through this tough situation. And maybe that's why they're taking their time, or, you know, I feel like you may be making offer, you know, trying to bark up the wrong trees. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you're trying to move on, remember what Spirit said about thinking clearly and taking action on the things that are absolutely necessary, right? Don't rush your healing by trying to make offers to people who don't care, right? They don't care. And why don't they care? Because they're not interested in moving forward with this Chariot. They're not interested in helping you move forward. And have a breakthrough experience, right? So just remember, Sagittarius, to move at your own pace. And if someone seems like they don't care about your healing, you know, there's plenty of people in this world, right? If you're looking for a new job and this place seems like they don't care, try a different one, right? If you're leaving a relationship and you're trying to make an offer to someone else and they seem like they don't care, don't waste your time on that person, right? Because your most likely outcome is that you're going to see the silver lining in the whole situation, which means you're going to learn from this difficult situation and you're going to be able to move past it, which is going to help you make positive decisions and choices moving forward. So with this reading in mind, as you're moving forward through the month of March, be careful who you make offers to, right? Even if it's like you're looking for a new pet or something, if it seems like they don't care about how they treat the dogs they're breeding, then don't buy one of their puppies. If they look like they're not taking care of the dogs, don't feel like, oh, I'm saving this dog. No, don't give them money, because if you give them money, they'll keep breeding these dogs and not treating them right. So just keep in mind, keep an eye out for people who seem like they don't care, like they're not, you know, worried about your progress moving forward, something of that nature, right? Be careful about that. All right, can we please get some clarification for the most likely outcome? Well, look at that. The Ace of Pentacles. I asked what you were thinking about right now, and we got the Ace of Pentacles. Then I asked what the most likely outcome was, and it was the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever you've been wanting, you're going to be getting it, right? Whether it's a new job or a new opportunity, it's going to work out. Like, just watch out for people who seem like they don't care, right? Don't lean on people who don't have your best interests in mind, right? Like, if you are leaving behind, you know, an addiction of some sort, don't try and make offers with people who are in active addiction, right? Because they don't care. All right, so I love this. You're going with the, what other card did we get? I think we only got one. Let me get one more. Why is this Temperance here, Spirit? I got excited about that Ace of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're going to be okay, right? If this is a divorce, like, you are going to get your fair share, and you're going to be able to buy a house, buy an apartment, right? Buy a car, whatever it is that you need to invest in to stay afloat, you're going to be able to do that. The Four of Pentacles in the upright is really holding on to your money, really saving your money, right? But with it being the outcome and it being in the reverse, it's saying you're going to be able to spend money. You're going to get something and you're going to be able to spend it. So if you've been wanting that new pet, you're going to get that new pet. If you've been wanting new friends, you're going to have money to go out and meet people, right? Go to functions and stuff like that. If you've been wanting a new partner, you're going to have the opportunity to go out and buy that makeup or go to the gym and be able to work out. Like, you're going to have the opportunity to spend because you're going to get your share, all right? And you're really going to be feeling balanced in the month of March, and I love that for you. This card is talking about feeling uncomfortable and being able to heal through the uncomfortability, being able to regulate your emotions here. Like, Sag, you're literally going from emotionally heartbroken to balanced and well-tempered, being able to balance your emotions beautifully. So I really do love that for you. Let's get some kippers for the most likely outcome. Spirit, can we get some kippers for my Saggies? All right, we got community, mature woman, and coffin. So what's going to be balanced? Your sense of community, right? You're going to be able to balance out this feeling of being alone or feeling betrayed by people that you cared about. It's going to come together. The people that you know love you and care about you are going to show up in your life, and it's going to make you realize that you lost the people that you needed to lose so that you could get closer to the ones that were there to love you and care about you and support you, right? This also could be talking about getting a therapist in the month of March. All right. Right? Investing in a therapist with this mature woman, or, it could represent, if you're masculine, divorcing this mature woman and getting your share of the money. If you're feminine, it could be saying you getting your share of money from the split, right? Being able to invest in this therapy, being able to invest in spending time with friends. Okay, and then here we got coffin again, right? Going along with this theme of losing something or someone that meant a lot to us at some point in time, right? And us, being able to let go. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Look how tightly he's clutching that pentacle, right? In the reverse, he or she is learning to let go, right? Whether it's letting go of the grief or letting go of the relationship, you're learning to let go. Saggy, I love you guys. Let's get a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you. A little bit of guidance from the universe to close out this reading. Spirit, can I get an oracle message for my Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I love it. To the sea. To the sea. To me, this really represents moving on with your life, right? She's in a boat and she's moving on, right? Despite the choppy waters, right? She's moving to smoother waters. 7. This is card number 7. It represents higher knowledge, enlightenment, seeking more knowledge on enlightenment, right? You're learning. That's the silver lining of this whole reading, is that you're becoming more mature. You're growing from this situation, and you're moving towards something much calmer and much more relaxed than what you are in now. And then I would just like to read the oracle message from the book for you, and then we will close out the reading. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride that wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. So, I feel like what it's saying is these things are going to fall into place. Like, it may feel like your world is falling apart right now, right? You had to let go of a lover or a job or a friendship, or a marriage. You had to let go of it, and everything seems chaotic right now. But it's like you're over the worst of it, right? With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, you're over the worst of it. So it's like, just pick your head up and go with the flow now, right? Just go with the flow now and do what you need to do to move forward. And remember that silver lining, right? Because things are going to start working out for you. Things are going to start balancing out for you, especially in the month of March. I promise you that, Saggy. All right, thank you for tuning in today. I really hope that the messages resonated. If they did, please leave me a thumbs up. It's a free way to help your girl out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and bye-bye.